What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Empress Star. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to get on here today and talk about how you can accidentally curse yourself or even jinx yourself. It's something that I learned that I know that I did maybe once or twice to myself. I have experienced this, and let me tell you, sometimes it's not always someone else. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's you and how you're thinking, the vibrations you be in. If you stay in a low vibration for too long, you can start to accumulate so much negative energy that, it's just going to come right back to you. And one of the main things that I feel like a person should do on the regular is, and what I'm doing currently, is fasting from social media. I feel like a fast from social media will help you clear out your mind and also get out of that negative space. I went on a negative tangent rant for a few days on social media, but it wasn't as if I was, how can I put it? I wasn't going out and just offending people. I was, in my mind, defending people. And again, regardless, it still can be a negative energy. And I realized, oh crap, like I think I just jinxed myself, because it was ongoing. I kept doing it, and I was like, I'm defending people and da da da. Like, dude, no one asked you. Like, no one asked me to defend these people. And I learned that the hard way. And so now I'm being more obedient, and I'm picking my battles, and I'm choosing my battles. We learn, and I want you to learn so you can help yourself in these situations, so that if you do partake in spell work, or if you're a light worker or do anything where you send negative energy back, understand that sometimes it's going right back to you, and you're part of the problem. Okay, so choose your battles wisely, and don't always be so quick to defend other people who didn't ask you. Another way that I feel like you can curse yourself or jinx yourself is reading certain psalms. Now, when you go and you look at, let's use for an example, the most popular one is Psalms 109. When you use that psalm, you're not realizing that sometimes, and this is bad, and sometimes, and if you're not awakened, you don't know this, but your enemies can be your parents. Your enemies can be your grandparents. You have to understand that your parents are people too. They're just people too, just like you. Yes, you think that they're supposed to love you, and they probably do. It's just that they can have resentment in their hearts for maybe something that they didn't get to do when they were younger, and they see you doing it, and next thing you know, they have created a negative energy towards you, and they didn't even realize it. Sometimes they don't realize it. Sometimes they don't even understand why they have that feeling towards you. And you can start taking on that energy and feel like someone is attacking you. You read Psalms 109, and you're thinking you're sending the energy back to somebody outside of you, not outside of your inner circle. Let me be clear. And it's actually somebody really close to you, or even your parents. And if you read Psalms 109, it says, it has a lot to do with offspring, and even cursing the generations to come. You're a part of that generation. So therefore, if you're sending out return to sender energy, and it's from your parents, and you're reading Psalms 109, you are in fact the offspring. So you'll be cursing yourself as well. So I want you to be really careful about the things that you choose to do, and how you choose to use certain prayers and divination and return to senders. Just be thoughtful about how you're doing these things, and is it really worth it? Should you just be transmuting this energy and not just sending it back because you feel like someone has wronged you? Understand that forgiveness is also a thing. You can also forgive. You can also choose to forgive and forget. Sometimes we don't necessarily forget, and I understand that, because I don't forget everything either, because sometimes you need to remember, because it helps you build discernment. But also, just be thoughtful and consider the fact that sometimes things don't have to be returned. Sometimes things can be just transmuted, and allow for God to do his work and handle things for you in his time. He knows, he sees. You just need to acknowledge that, hey, I saw this. I know you saw this. And once he realizes that you saw, like, okay, like we're on the same page. So, I know, we've prayed, you've prayed about it, and we're going to handle it. But let him handle it. Let God handle it. Don't let spirit handle it. Let the universe handle it. Whoever you subscribe to. It's not necessarily always meant for you to put everything in your hands. Some things are meant for God and or spirit or the universe. So just take those things in consideration and understand that even if you're going to do a return to sender, things like that, I'm not telling you what to do or how to live your life, but forgiveness is it will relieve you of a lot of stress, okay? Because you're not forgiving for the sake of someone else. You don't want that to fester inside your body. Let it go and be grateful that spirit gave you the mindset to be able to heal in a loving and forgiving heart. Practice forgiving and practice letting things go. Once you've protected yourself, you healed yourself, and you got things underway. But always pray to God and always ask God for guidance first before you do any type of return to sender. That's what I would suggest. But you live your life the way you want to. That's all I have for you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.